After the eliminations of 8 out of the 16 future greats, the mood at the Performance Center has changed.
This was the first time we walked in and the whole crew wasn't here. And I feel like all of us just got a sense of like, yeah, this is real.
All right, guys, all right, shut the hell up, all right? Because it's time to spin this some bitch up, all right?
Yes.
Thanks for priming it for me, Book. Obviously, hello, everybody. This has been one hell of a journey. Quite a lot's gone on. Had some injuries.
This past weekend, I've sustained an injury to my shoulder.
I just woke up with pretty bad back pain.
Some ups, some downs, some wins, some losses. Very much symbolic of how your careers could possibly go, because that's how most of them go.
Atmosphere is a little tense, you know. People are very unsure about what's gonna happen.
Started with 16, whittled it down to 8. Now today, it's time to whittle it down to 4. Who's gonna have the opportunity to have that journey continue, and who doesn't?
It's never good seeing your coworkers' dreams get crushed.
I'm not really too concerned about it because I'm a professional. I do it every time. I show up and I show out.
You boy ready down there, Mickey? It's time for Shiloh to eat.
Oh, is he hungry?
Yeah, it's time for him to eat.
You know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering if Chris Island got what it takes. I'm wondering if Shiloh has what it takes.
No, we know
You what
Shiloh's
I
what it
want to
takes.
see
No.
it right here in the middle of this bubble. Give me some.
Chris
Give me
Island
some.
needs to have the day of his life tonight.
Damn
Otherwise,
right.
Shiloh's
You
gonna
damn
run
That's what
away
he
with
does
it.
every day. He walks out here.
You know, we can go out there and wrestle all day and have great matches without the story, without a reason, then who cares?
You got some stuff to talk about, Shiloh. There's a lot you can say. We got some clever stuff.
Absolutely.
We got to walk him in, talk him in. This is the hardest part.
Yeah. You know you're living rent-free in his head already.
Yes, sir.
Right? You've been on him all year.
Yes, sir.
Now we're gonna put some asses in seats. This is what we're gonna do.
Yes, sir.
Spin this some bitch up.
Shiloh Hill, you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Chris Island, you ready?
Always.
Ring the bell. Ring the damn bell.
Look, Shiloh, I'm a real competitor. So I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm happy that you're here. This is the LFG semis. This is history. This is first ever. So may the best man win.
Well, good, bro. I'm glad you're happy. You should be happy, because after the day, if the best man wins, you get to go home. Shout out to, what is it, Vacaville? Where are you from?
Hey, watch your mouth. I'm going to tell you this one time. Don't ever speak about that city.
Sounds like I'm kind of in your head, bro. That's the difference between you and me. You need a reason to get nasty. Me, I'm just nasty. I hurt people because it's fun, and I'm here fighting for my spot because I love violence. You love violence.
I'm tired of this act. I'm tired of this tough guy act. I'm tired of the spitting. I'm tired of the yelling. Why don't you be real? What happened last time? What happened our first time wrestling?
Bring that up. Bring
what
that
happened?
up, bro.
What
Bring that
happened?
up. I dare
what
you, bro.
happened? You was slumped down on the mat, tooted up, and I was walking away healthy.
Bro, I dare you to bring that up again. I dare you to throw that Izzy out there, bro. I dare you to punch me in my face, bro. Knock my teeth out. Kick me in my head. Knock my lights out. I dare you. And after all that, go ahead and stick my shot on the wheel. I dare you.
I already did it. You don't have to dare me. I already did it. I already did it. All right. And I'll do it again. Okay. Nothing about me and Shiloh Hill's segment wasn't real. We looked each other in the eyes and meant everything that we said. And it was really in that segment I understood what this entire competition has been for, and what Undertaker has been preaching, and what Mickey has been preaching, and Booker and Bubba. Everyone has been preaching that realness.
We started out pretty like cordial and everything, and by the time the thing ended, I think we were both in the mindset to get ready to go for sure.
Next to face off are Panina Tuilepa and Zena Sterling.
It's not a game, all right? This is your career. It's your meat on the table. You don't want anybody to take that.
I need you to find the most serious version of yourself that exists right now.
Just keep a straight face the whole time.
Just look right at her and never say a word. And when the time's right, turn your back. Turn your back to her. I don't know. I'm spitballing.
This moment is about you. This is your time to freaking take it all away. Everything that happened up until this day, forget about it. The tournament starts today. Let's get it done.
Let's get it done. To me, it's all fun and games when I get to start spitting what I spit. This is where P Nasty come out to play.
Ring the bell!
Tina, you are all talk. When you step in that ring, you are just a watered-down version of this.
Zena, shut the hell up with all that. Now, who told you that? Bubba? You went over there, you got breastfed by Bubba? Is that who told you that? Whack-ass line? Come on now. Today is the day where I will put you on your ass, and it's over. I'm going to New York. You know where that is? I don't even think you know how to spell New York.
Can you breastfeed?
She don't even know what to say.
That's right.
She's lost.
In the beginning of the show, Xena was just nonstop talking. She loved to talk.
I can talk all day, all month, all week, all year.
I felt like taking that turn left, being more silent, was a great idea for me.
Do my talking in the ring.
She's gotten your face and told you off.
What you got in my face? She didn't even get in my face. She got in the ear because she's too damn scared to go face to face like this. This right here, this is gonna be the last face you see when I hit your ass.
Your ass better be big enough and bad enough to take some.
Xena Sterling decides to turn around and walk out after giving me a little whisper in my ear. I'll handle it in the ring. Okay, whatever that means.
She turned her back on you and she walked away. You were left in the middle. You got walked out on.
He told her, Xena, do this, and that, and say this. All of this that come out of P Nasty's head is all raw.
If you had any guts whatsoever, you would have done something about it.
He's talking about
You would have done something about it. You did nothing.
You know what? He's trying to save face. He's trying to save face. He's trying. This is movie.
What did you say?
That's what she said.
Movies? This is movies?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You bring nothing out of me. You bring nothing. You bring nothing. Oh, please, Panina, don't make me bury you in front of the cameras and your friends.
Mama, don't start.
Don't make me bury you, Panina. What's wrong, Panina? You let me get under your skin? Huh? You can't tell the difference?
Hell no, I can't tell the difference because I think you're weird and I think she weird.
Don't talk.
Xena's ass in trouble.
Between
Put
two
your
of
tail
us,
between
I
your
really
legs
can't
and get
tell
out.
the
A
difference.
tail? Ain't no tails over here.
No tails.
Must be getting real for you folks.
See what I'm saying?
Might be getting real for you, Bubba.
Things don't look to be slowing down as Jasper Troy and BJ Ray are due up for the next confrontation.
Man, this ain't gonna be no promo. This is gonna be real as real can get.
BJ's gonna eat your lunch.
DJ, are you kidding me? You know what? What's the closest hospital? Because we might be going there in a couple minutes.
I'm gonna blow this guy out of the park by a landslide. Dude's really got nothing but a grumpy face, calls himself a monster. He's only a monster because people make him look like a monster, specifically me.
You've been talking so much smack this entire season. You've made it to the semifinals. You're gonna go face to face with Jasper right now. I gotta tell you, when it comes to the match, he's got the definitive edge. However, you could take his legs out from under him real damn quick and send him into that match with absolutely no confidence.
Tonight, it's about you. It ain't about him, all right? It's about you going out here and taking care of business like you've been doing since day one.
Make him think maybe he's not as good as everybody has made him out to be.
Don't change nothing. Don't change your attitude. Don't change your approach. Don't change the way you go out there and take care of your business. Go out there and get it done.
Just imagine how seriously he's taking this, right?
Yes, Coach.
Just imagine if you are the guy that sends him home.
BJ Ray, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jasper Troy, are you ready? Ring the bell!
You know, I think I'll start this one off, big guy. What do you think? Yeah? Jasper Troy. Big, bad, monster, as some would say. Kind of reminds me of an old Disney movie, Beauty and the Beast. But the problem is, Jasper, is I don't see much of a beast standing in front of me. What do you think?
I think you're a jackass.
be honest, I don't know how you wound up here. I don't take you serious, BJ. And to be honest, you don't take yourself serious. That's why you laugh, you make all these jokes, you act like a dip ass. How could you be a superstar? How could you think that you're leading this show? You've had more injuries than you've had matches. Be for real with yourself, BJ.
That's gonna leave a mark.
You know what you are?
What's that, baby?
You're a 2-minute segment before commercial break.
Oh.
Wow.
Before the physical matches can begin, the future greats must battle each other with their wits alone.
I feel all this hate. I feel all this jealousy. You know, I think we could all agree that hate stems from jealousy. I mean, just like when I was back in college, raising up all these baddies, it was always the fat, ugly bitches that hated me. And now I'm out here in the WWE, and I got one right in front of me.
What?
Holy shnikes.
You need Twitter followers. You need someone saying, BJ Ray, you're so great. You're so amazing. You're the next superstar. BJ, people on the internet don't write checks. And they damn sure don't book these shows.
As far as him getting in my head, you know, that could never happen. He's not good enough to really get under my skin.
The only reason anything you say, this whole embodiment, has any emphasis is because Booker T rides you. Yeah, you asked earlier somebody wants to talk to you, you ride his ass, and you pop for everything he does.
How many points
and guess what?
How many
points has he won?
Outside of competition, how much time you leave?
How many points have you won?
So guess what, Jasper?
What have you done?
How many points did BJ got?
No. How many points has he won?
I mean, look what we got counting up.
He's so mad.
Because they only have 3 points.
Hey, guess what?
So how many of those 3 points did you win?
Listen, I have something that you don't have.
What?
I have something called courage. You wanna know why? Because it doesn't take much of you walking around this place being 6'6", 300-something pounds. But look at my circumstances, Jasper. I became a monster, and I've never bent my knee to anybody, ever. And I'm definitely not gonna bend my knee to you and your schmuck ass when we get in the ring. So how about we step in there and we find out about it, big boy, huh? Yeah.
You're only laughing because you're nervous.
No, I'm laughing because you're a joke.
Jasper, if you need help on verbal assault lessons, just let me know, because we all know he's the king of this and I cooked him.
Monster. Joke ass.
It's gonna be good.
I think somebody's thinking a little hard right now about that.
I mean, coming from somebody who hadn't won a point.
Hey, is Booker riding his teammate again?
You damn right, I'm riding my team.
Hey, I'm
Because
gonna
we're
show you.
winning.
Hey, don't worry about it.
We're winning.
We're gonna show his ass.
I mean, is your team
We're gonna
winning?
show his ass, yeah. Keep
Is your
talking,
team
Buck.
winning?
Keep talking, Buck. Keep talking.
Next to face off are Danny Sikelski and Tyra May Steele, who have some history of their own.
You have some stuff you want to say? Get off your chest?
I just, I don't want to be overlooked against her again, you know?
Yeah.
2 times now.
Both of you should be very proud of what you just did. I'm gonna have to go. Tyra.
On the ladies' side, it's Tyra.
Don't be afraid to get a little...
Yeah, gritty. I just, like, I need to bring that side of me out because I feel
gnarly.
like, because of my size, my background, if I don't have that scrappy side, people often are like, view me as weak. So I don't want that.
Right.
I want you in her head for the rest of the night until she comes face to face with who's going to send her home. You got that?
Got that.
Do you got it?
I got that.
I know you do. Now go tell her, okay? Let's get it done. Come on. Come on.
Yes.
If you can live rent-free in somebody's head going into the semifinals and finals, you're winning the game.
I'm gonna start here.
Why are you still in the ring with me when we've already done this 1 and 2 times? Do you really think you have what it takes to try to beat me again?
It's funny because you're pulling the words right out of my mouth. Because I knew what everyone was saying the first time we got in the ring. What is someone with 3 months of experience, a cheerleader, doing against an Olympic gold medalist? And what did I do? I held my own. May have fallen short of the win, but I held my own.
Why are you backing up? Step to me like you actually mean something. There you go.
I was like, the audacity of this chick to come and step up to me again and thinks that she can run her mouth.
What have you done with your life?
What have I done with my life?
What makes you think?
What have I done with my life? What have I done with my life? I have a gold medal sitting at home too, but I don't use it to ride myself through this career.
Yeah,
and what have you done? What did you do? You went from...
She just told you that her gold medal was the same as yours.
What is your gold medal?
Queen of level.
What is your gold medal
I'm world champion.
World champion. I am a 2-time world champion
so
and an Olympic gold medalist.
And I know
Just because you are a freaking gold medalist does not make I made it known that I represent this country. I look at you and I see a wannabe Cowboys cheerleader. So you can take your behind and you can go somewhere else.
Wannabe, but I was already on that stage,
But you kind of don't got a behind. So I'm gonna show you as I walk away.
Okay. Body shame, that's great. That's a good one. People have done that to me my whole damn life.
I'm a heel. I'll body shame all day. There ain't no rules when you a heel.
Hear what she said? I'm a heel. Told you she was. You old buying this baby face bull. She hates everybody.
She's taking it too serious. She's sitting up there crying. What the crud?
She looked at me in the face and basically told me, one, I was worth nothing, and two, I can't do something. So that's where I come in and say, well, then I'm just gonna have to do it.
Welcome in ringside, Vic Joseph alongside Jeremy Borash. You can feel the energy because it is a big night here on LFG.
Certainly is, Vic. Tonight, the semifinals of Legends and Future Greats. The 16 became 8. Tonight, we're going to narrow it down to 4. Who will go on to the finals and ultimately end up with an NXT contract? We're kicking things off right now.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Team Undertaker from Houston, Texas, Tyra May Steele.
Let's talk about this opening contest because we're looking at an Olympian. You see the gold medal. She is looking to bury her opponent 6 feet under.
Well, we've certainly seen the Undertaker's influence on Tyra May Steele since the get-go. This is a rematch from the very first episode of Legends and Future Greats. Here we will see the progression right before our very own eyes and who will go on to compete in the finals next week here on LFG.
And her opponent, representing Team Mickey James from Stamford, Connecticut, Danny Sikelski.
This is one of your favorites, JB, the Spitfire of LFG.
Danny Sikelski held her own. We saw that verbal spat, that verbal warfare earlier, right before this matchup, leading into this match. And certainly as we saw, no words were held back from Danny Sikelski and no words held back from Tyra May Steele. These two know what is at stake, their careers on the line, and their future in the balance. Here on the semifinals in the playoffs of Legends and Future Greats. Here we go.
Now, you had brought up the very first LFG. We've talked about this a few times. Nice takedown into the cover hook of the leg. 2 victories for Steele over Danny, but it's not all about wins here on LFG.
Certainly one can argue that Tyra May Steele, with the most accomplished background on the program, obviously Olympic gold medalist, speaks for itself. Let's not forget, though, Danny Sikelski, a champion in her own right, dedicated to her craft, a world champion cheerleader. Obviously different genres, different backgrounds, different styles, bringing something different to the table. Now we're going to see the legends.
She doesn't know her own strength. She's so strong.
She's so strong.
And Danny's so tiny.
As you see, Mickey James and The Undertaker have had so much investment into these two individuals. How will it play out and who will ultimately come out on top? We will find out who will go on to the finals of Legends and Future Greats.
You saw Steele's amateur Olympic background, not somebody Danny wants to get down on the mat with in this matchup, and she's obviously been on the wrong end of Steele, not once, but twice. But when you take a look at the bigger picture, Team Mickey needs a little bit of help.
Nice. They've come a long way, huh?
They have come a long way.
Yeah.
But Steele turning things right back around, up, over. Pace is starting to quicken. High cross body, cover, hook of the leg, and a near fall.
One thing that we got to talk about with Legends and Future Greats, the experience we've seen, the knowledge passed on by the Legends, implemented into their matches as we're seeing here, the feedback in real time as it happens. But one thing that this show has done for these 16 individuals that have taken place and been a part of LFG is they are now so much more comfortable in front of a camera. And ask any performer, ask anyone in this industry, that is so important. When that red light is on, you need to know to go.
Get that leg, there you go. Get up that leg.
You said a lot there, and a lot of it rings true. And if you're right now sitting in the back and you're the Undertaker and you're watching Steele systematically dissect her opponent, the question I have to you, though, JB, Has Steele lived up to the hype thus far?
Well, Steele has been certainly an interesting point of contention for many.
Oh!
Nice.
Nice. I wish she had done it towards hard cam, but not there yet. We're not there yet. She's got good instinct. They both do.
Oh, look at Steele. Maybe looking for a stretch muffler, looking for the submission. Wow.
The strength alone on this.
I don't necessarily know if the body's supposed to contort that way, but a counter, a cover, and a kick out. Go back to between these two. Oh, wait a minute. There's the quickness coming into play. Another near fall in this matchup. These two have had a little bit of a war of words between one another.
There you go. Nice.
No love lost between Danny Sikelski and Tyra May Steele in this matchup. And knowing what's on the line, knowing that one of these two individuals, wow, Tyra May Steele.
That was innovative.
Really taking apart the leg of Danny Sikelski, knowing that so much is at stake. These two are
into the cover, hook of the leg, and a kick out. You wonder if the Undertaker has said, you know what, this is someone who wanted to use my signature move. I want you to go out there and punish her.
My hip would pop right off.
I think Undertaker realized that Danny Sikelski went about it the right way via Michelle McCool's advice. At the same time, being able to implement that finishing maneuver, the Hell's Gate, to success has been the real, I think, success story for that. And Undertaker is appreciative of that.
Couple of kicks to the shoulder, able to back Steele off. Wait a minute, inside cradle. And another near fall. Steele just able to kick out. And this matchup has been really one-sided. Steele has been focusing on the lower body, but now that background coming into play. The former Tennessee Titan cheerleader. The former Big Ten standout at Penn State University. Sporting her Nittany Lion colors tonight. Trying to rally in this matchup. Can Danny get back in this when LFG returns? Danny is rallying against Steele.
Good bump and feed. Oh, good sell, Danny.
Futures are at stake, and that is what Danny realized in this moment. She is fighting for her future on one leg, and oh, no one there, and again, miss for Danny. Back to her feet, in comes Steele, and Steele goes down low.
Nice.
Steele has been relentless with that leg.
She's been told, be aggressive. She's been told to go out there and be fired up, and she's certainly showcasing that tonight.
One more time up, wait, Danny over.
Counter able to roll through. Steele able to answer right back, getting right on top. And wait a minute, Hell's Gate!
Oh! The Undertaker's move.
And the Undertaker's star pupil has to tap to the Hell's Gate.
Wow.
Nice.
That was really slick.
And the people, look! They can't believe it.
Imagine Danny Sikelski using the Hell's Gate submission maneuver to finish off Tyra May Steele, the prize pupil of The Undertaker. What a turn of events.
But was it enough to impress the judges?
Wow, they had a good match.
That was great. Thank you for letting her use that, by the way. That was awesome.
I never went into it that smoothly.
I don't know about that. Yeah, that was good.
Thank you very much. Thank you. I'm really happy with the performance. I think after all of what I've been through and what we've been through together in that ring, to put together a third match, I think it shows definitely our growth from week 1 to now.
I definitely was aggressive, and everybody was feeling what we were trying to portray.
What do you think?
Aside from me, like, not putting everything in the right spot, I still had the aggression that I wanted and the feeling that I wanted.
You two are the only people that knew that those spots were in the wrong place. We were just talking about how night and day from when you guys, the first match, right?
Yeah.
It was so
Y'all killed it
good.
in the first match. Y'all come a long way. It's good.
BJ, have a good match.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you.
Go do something.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
Well, I have been told, and I don't know if this is true or not, because it came from BJ Ray. He said you two have been tearing up the town before LFG.
That is incorrect.
I should have known better than to believe him, right?
Do not believe a word he says.
Introducing first, representing Team Bummerang, From Corona, California, weighing at 240 pounds, B.J. Ray.
B.J. Ray entering this matchup, making it all the way to the semifinals, but has a big, tough man as his opponent.
And his opponent, representing Team Booker T, from Huffman, Texas, weighing at 340 pounds, Jasper Troy.
He already looks like the baddest mother trucker here, so that's the best entrance I've seen him have. That looks ominous. That looks scary. And he looks like the real freaking deal.
He does.
This is somebody who has really taken to the coaching, has taken to the legends, and it's been seen not only on camera, in the ring, but also off camera when no one's watching.
Kid don't know when to lay out on anything.
No, he doesn't.
He don't know when to lay out on anything.
Yeah.
Obviously saying a lot without saying a word. That's what Jasper Troy does in the ring, and of course, out of the ring as well.
Look at Troy quickly turning things around, monster body slam. And this is somebody, if you go back to week 1, if you go back to his arrival getting the knees up his Ray, he has cut 8% body fat, has Troy.
Well, certainly what we've seen him do in the gym, impressive. What we've seen him do in the ring, pretty impressive as well. But what we've seen him do behind the microphone, I mean, dismembering CM Punk. How many people can say they did that?
That's a very short list as Ray in control now of this match.
Take your time here. Just your time. Just take your time.
When you left earlier, this is exactly what we went over, taking his time.
B.J. Ray at a disadvantage, injured on the 3rd episode of LFG.
This is a little bit better. He's doing a little slower.
Much of the season, he was on the shelf, obviously getting the opportunity to come back, replacing Cutler in that final opportunity to win back his spot on the team. And what is this?
Well, I'm glad you bring that up because we talk about how important this matchup is, how important this night is, where we're at here in LFG. B.J. Ray has already been in a high-stakes matchup. He's already felt that sort of pressure. Does that help or hurt him rise to the occasion in this match?
Well, he knows he has to rise to the occasion. Whether or not it's helped or hurt, I guess that's up for Coach Bubba Ray to decide. But Jasper Troy, the pride and joy of Booker T and Team Booker, in a position now to lay in some offense on B.J. Ray.
Come on, put your hands up. Open up.
There was supposed to be 2 of them there.
Yeah, we're supposed to be 2.
Taking a little too much time was Troy. Ray coming right back in. And this is that amateur background, ACC standout, University of Duke.
I've tried my best to put him in the best position I possibly can here tonight. But he's just rushing every damn thing. And I'm not just saying that. Like, take your time here, bro.
You know what's crazy? We've seen a lot of amateur wrestlers come in. He's not picking it up nearly as quick as all of the others.
And I thought for a second, maybe Ray would lock in some sort of key lock when he was going into submission. He's trying now to apply a submission to the left arm, trying to hyperextend the left elbow, but Troy doing a good job of keeping his grip, trying to overpower, but he's got to be careful that his shoulders stay off the mat.
Let's not forget, these 8 semifinalists competing in this edition of LFG will be narrowed down to 4 at the end of the program, and we are going to find out who heads to the finals of Season 1 LFG. What power, what strength by Jasper Troy. Unbelievable.
You almost got called.
Good enough for the people to react.
Yeah.
High enough for the people to react.
He asked Booker anything about life, about the gym, about what it takes to be the man, how to stand out.
Jasper doing everything right here tonight, man.
Jasper's just better. He's just better.
2 very different journeys for B.J. Ray and Jasper Troy to get to this point, the semifinals of Legends of Future Greats. Very different journeys, but they're both here. That's the bottom line. Both ended up in this spot. Both have that opportunity to take it home, and wow, Boss Man Slam!
That was excellent on both parts. Good fire right there. Now, bitch, drag him to the corner. Nice. Keep selling that arm. Bring him in.
This is 340 pounds. 340 pounds going to the second rope.
Right down. Found his mark. Into the cover. And Troy silences Ray.
Somebody's screaming out there.
Got something, man. He really does.
Tell you what, I could see him standing face to face with just about anybody in NXT right now.
My God, man. He's hungry too, man. I think that's what it is more than anything. He's hungry. He's hungry. That's man.
He has the power. He has the size. He has impressed everyone with his ability to take coaching critiques. He's victorious. He's Jasper Troy. But was it enough to impress the decision makers here on LFG? What a night it's been. We're already halfway through the semifinals.
And of course, we're seeing the matches right now. Team Booker, Team Bubba. It's going to be an incredible matchup. Here we go on Legends and Future Greats.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Team Bubba Ray from Lviv, Ukraine.
There you go right here. This is Golden Goose.
That's even better than meal ticket. The Golden Goose.
Personality out of this world for Zena Sterling.
Drive, ambition, you name it, she's got it. Carries herself with the work ethic of a veteran.
It's your crowning moment, you nasty.
And her opponent, representing Team Booker T from Seattle, Washington, Anita Twin.
Oh, that right there was just that little transition right there.
Most know her simply as P Nasty.
Well, an online favorite, certainly. We've seen the internet audience get behind P Nasty in a very short time.
Come on, girls, steal the show. Come on, atta girl, Zena. Atta girl, Zena.
We talk about halfway through the semifinals here tonight on LFG. You know, JB, remind us, at the end of season 1, what does the winner get?
Well, we're going to see one with an NXT contract, one male, one female, both courtesy of the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels. And that's so much at stake. That's a life-changing opportunity put on their doorstep if they're able to survive this competition.
Big body slam by P Nasty, who just hoists Sterling up one more time. Sterling right now trying to navigate her way down. She did, trying to take down. Couldn't do it. And that's that vertical base of P Nasty.
Well, what we've seen from P Nasty is an evolution of sorts. We've seen a lot of growth from both of these individuals throughout the journey here on LFG. P Nasty taking a different route. Obviously, we've seen a more serious route for Zena Sterling. But the question is, who has grown the most? Who has the most opportunity? Who brings the most to the table?
Good job. Good
She
job.
does her homework, look. She watches wrestling when she goes home. Look at this. Look at this.
Emmett trying to get a crucifix-style pin into the cover to kick out.
Booker T taking great exception to the coaching of Bubba Ray. And of course, that's been pretty much the entire season here on LFG. But today especially, that coaching or whatever that was that Bubba gave to Zena Sterling on that promo battle earlier certainly ignited a fuse in Booker T and Panina.
Good action. Not rushing it, taking her time.
Well, Panina in control is someone you...
P Nasty, they call her P Nasty for a reason. She carries herself very quietly, very ominous. It's one of those people you just don't want to mess with. Whereas Zena Sterling, kind of the opposite. Bubbly, personal, very friendly. P Nasty, though, just takes it to a different level.
It's all about the growth between both these athletes here on LFG, taking the coaching critiques, being able to apply them. Sometimes in real time during training. But what can they do here? And Zena trying to hoist up, couldn't overpower Panina.
Good reaction.
Oh, that was good. Yep. That was a struggle there.
And it was a near fall. Well, we're about to see what Zena is truly made of in this matchup, because that lower back has been the target of P. Nasty since the beginning, since the first body slam that she threw to Zena Sterling.
Well, certainly what we've seen from Zena Sterling is an evolution of sorts. We've seen the growth that's happened week after week, and we could say the same for Penina. The question is, how far will that growth go, and which legend will continue to coach them on their journey?
Ooh, nice and flush. Good.
Don't cover.
Off the
Damn it.
sidewalk slam, hook of the leg, and another near fall. And, you know, as we've progressed this, we can talk about semifinals. There's only one match left here tonight on LFG. Hasn't gotten any easier to compete in front of these legends.
I don't think so. If anything, it's gotten a lot tougher because the honeymoon period's over.
Come on, Gina, fire up. You got to bump out of that, girl. Come on, Penina.
And as we've seen that progression, the legends, I think, they've just gotten more comfortable but less patient because they want to see the results. They want to see that knowledge implemented.
When we talk about firing up, stepping out of your comfort, that is what Zena Sterling was doing for a moment. Nobody home.
Get up, girls. Get up, Penina.
I need that
Get
quick.
up.
I need it right here.
A second time was a charm. Big body slam into the cover. Still not enough. Zena can't believe it. LFG will be right back. Welcome to Legends and Future Greats as Zena Sterling and P. Nasty are in the ring.
Get up, girls. Get up, Penina.
I need that
Get
quick.
up.
I need it right here.
A second time was a charm. Big body slam into the cover. And a kick out, getting that right shoulder up. Unbelievable moment in this matchup here. Semifinals of LFG.
Who will go on to the finals next week? We're going to find out as 8 become 4 at the end of this broadcast. And our legends have tough decisions to make. Who goes on to win that NXT contract?
Right to the throat. And Penina making a statement. Picking up the victory.
He did well.
He did damn well.
Zena answered a lot of questions in this matchup, but P. Nasty in the end is the one with her hand raised. You can see her saying, "This is my ring."
They did damn well.
Huge decision still to come. Who punches their ticket to the finals on LFG?
That's right. That's what I'm talking about. Give me some. Damn good. That was you. Damn good job.
Thank you.
Money.
Excellent, Zena. Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Excellent.
Really good.
Also, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you. Today has been crazy. Yeah. And I don't think I would have gotten through without Zena. Zena Sterling works for whoever she's in the ring with. And I will say that to the camera and say it on national television. I would not have made it through that match without Zena Sterling. Thank you. Now we can breathe.
Semifinals continuing here on Legends and Future Greats.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing Team Undertaker. From Northfield, New Hampshire, weighing in at 252 pounds, Shiloh Hill.
Well, what a joy it's been to see this progression, this growth that we've seen each and every week from Shiloh Hill.
How are you not tired just watching him run around? I'm out here catching wind right now.
Well, this guy's an incredible athlete and really an interesting individual, as we've seen. Coached by The Undertaker, an evolution of sorts right before our very own eyes with Shiloh Hill.
The ongoing feud, it continues.
Yeah, throughout the whole season.
And his opponent, representing Team Mickey James. From Vacaville, California, weighing in at 240 pounds, Chris Taylor.
And these two were airing some dirty laundry earlier tonight, JB. And you look at Hill. Hill right now is ready to pounce.
It got filthy.
He got a little excited there.
Bad blood, the war of words between Shiloh Hill and Chris Island earlier today, prior to this matchup, makes you wonder how much bad blood we're going to see unfold before our very own eyes here. And obviously, bringing this up, It was brought up a little bit. It was touched on a little bit, but let's not forget early in the season. A matchup between Chris Island, a matchup between Shiloh Hill. Shiloh Hill knocked out cold. And that has to play on his mind. In the back of his mind somewhere, that moment still has to resonate with Shiloh Hill.
And it's interesting to think about that moment. A scary one here on LFG, don't get me wrong, but he's been able to battle through all those odds, all that adversity, and find himself here in this moment, one match away from the finals.
And one match away from an NXT contract, a life-changing contract that'll put you right in the midst of the thick of things in the world of Shawn Michaels and NXT. And Chris Island, under the tutelage of Mickie James, has progressed so well. We've seen an evolution of sorts for him as well throughout the course of this broadcast and this season, with his evolution in implementing that great amateur background. 8-time All-American Chris Island.
Nice. He's good with those.
8-time All-American, looking for a 3, couldn't get it, staying right on top. Couple of fireman's carries. And that was something, you know, when this season began, even when we first started meeting these athletes, a lot of smiles, a lot of happy to be here, and he has been molded by Mickie James into somebody who is carrying a lot of confidence into the ring every single time he steps into it.
Bringing that inner beast out as Chris Island has really found himself along this journey and continues to progress each and every time out.
Set the table. Looks like that's what he wants to have.
Yeah.
There you go. Nothing like a handful of hair. Nobody cheats anymore.
Love that.
Shiloh Hill, in fact, said, wow, watching back on the very first episode of LFG is kind of embarrassing to him now because he's seen that growth personally. He's seen what he's progressed to and where he's going.
And Island charging right back in, looking for it. A second time, didn't work out as well as the first, and dropped.
Right across the throat
first.
Wow.
Big lariat. Covered. And Island able to kick out. Now you start to wonder what Mickie James, what The Undertaker, what Booker T, Bubba Ray, what everyone's thinking, because now the semifinals are just about over.
There you go. Don't let him out of the corner. There you go.
Nice.
Good heel. He looked good selling.
Shiloh is a good heel.
We've seen the competition in the ring, but there's a lot of competition amongst the legends as well. Undertaker, one of the most competitive individuals in the history of WWE, both in and out of the ring.
Enjoying it. Look at his face.
These legends have implemented their knowledge to try and grow the future of this industry.
That's a great way of putting it. And when you take a look at all these athletes that have been a part, even the ones that have been eliminated, the ones that are still here, the future is indeed bright in the WWE.
Well, anybody that walks through the doors of the Performance Center realizes that very quickly, with the amount of great talent walking through these doors and being developed on a daily basis.
Oh, you feel the contact of that clothesline in a kick out by Chris Island, who's trying to shake those cobwebs free. What a clothesline that was from Hill. And Hill right now is applying the pressure, keeping his foot on the gas. And you just start to wonder, is he remembering what Chris Island said earlier today?
Nice, nice.
That was pretty. Good call on that.
There you go. There you go. Look, good sell.
Oh, she likes the promise child.
And Hill, with that smile across his face, confidence oozing, but is it taking too much time? I'm assuming The Undertaker is not going to like this.
Well, certainly the real-time feedback from The Undertaker. That very interesting. Oh, took too much time.
Shoulder right into that middle turnbuckle, and you got to wonder now the pain shooting through Hill's body. You got to wonder what The Undertaker's thinking after seeing that. Because Chris Island right now, from behind, shoulders are down in a near fall. It's the moment for Island to get back in this matchup, showcase that amateur ability one more time.
The Promised Child in there with Shiloh Hill. The finals coming up next week of Legends and Future Greats. Who will be the man to emerge?
Welcome back to LFG as Shiloh Hill and Chris Island are fighting for a spot in the finals.
He wanted to get up. He wants to make that comeback. He wants that comeback.
So quick, he waits
Island trying to rally in this match. Again, it's not about wins, it's not about losses.
It's about connecting with that audience.
Oh, come on!
And Chris Island is doing that right now.
Take the words right out of my mouth. Another big body slam. Trying to follow back up. Going back. to that amateur. Oh, a little bit of a payback. First, this time goes Hill.
Shiloh was able to block that. Shiloh was able to block that, but
didn't block the high cross body. Into the cover.
Nice.
All right, they got it back. They got it back.
Left shoulder just getting off the mat. See the eyes of Island right now. He is focused in on Hill.
Well, Shiloh Hill's a bit of a wild card. I think anybody would tell you that. Chris Island seems to have his act together, but I would say has a short fuse. And lets it out in the ring.
Oh, no.
What a knee that connected right to the neck.
And now, center of the ring. High impact offense from Hill, who picks up the win.
Here is your winner, Shiloh Hill.
Big win for Shiloh Hill. Big win for The Undertaker. Both men showing up.
I think our kids did better today.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
I'm not being biased.
No, I think they definitely did.
Yeah.
Who will emerge and go on to the finals next week? We are about to find out.
Good hair. That was fun, huh? Different in your face. Great. Good man. Got a little loose on the end with a couple of spots, but you guys told a great story, man. A lot of energy. Your comeback.
Taking the moments made it like that was a longer match. I wasn't even blown until after.
Oh, yeah. That was nice. Really well done.
Hey, bro, that was fun.
Well, we got that, dog. We got that, bro.
You guys have good chemistry, too.
Yeah,
You
I
both
love
have
working
good
with
chemistry
y'all.
together. Good job, baby. Good job.
Thank you.
Good job. Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Nice
Sweaty,
job.
Paul.
Be proud
They
of
got
that.
sweaty. Yeah.
Now that the semifinal matches have concluded, the time has come to determine tonight's standouts.
Legends, we've seen some incredible LFG semifinal matches here today, and what a journey it's been thus far. But I want you to take a good long look at the 8 future greats you see here before you, because at the end of today, only 4 will remain. But before we get to eliminations, right now it's time to award some points for the best standout female and standout male of the day. I'm gonna start with you, Booker T.
Tyra and Danny, you guys did a good job. You really did a good job. But there's a lot you guys still need to work on. If I'm being honest, the person that I gotta go with that is doing everything right and I can see her mind is working is Zena.
All of you should be extremely proud of yourselves, the work that you've put in. I could honestly flip a coin. That's how close it is. But my point goes to Tyra.
It's really difficult to choose any one of you, but I always believe that being a babyface is one of the hardest jobs in that ring. For that reason, I'm gonna give my point to Danny.
You catch me, Dan.
Tyra and Danny, you guys had a really, really good match. But I was struggling to find what the match was about. Vanina, I have to ask you a question. In your match, who deserves the point?
I think I deserve the point. I love Zena, great person to work with, but I'm gonna stand with myself every time. I deserve the point.
Every match needs a good leader. Every match needs a good follower. And last night, Zena was helping you get through that match. And for those reasons, I'm giving my point to Zena.
I can live with that.
Congratulations, Zena is the standout female. Now it's time to find out who the standout male is. Booker T, spin this sumbitch up.
You guys did a good job. But the person that checked off every box for me is Jasper Troy. You know, Jasper is the guy. Jasper is the standout in this whole thing. Since day one.
But we're talking about the matches.
Well, no,
that's what we're talking about. That's what we're trying to give a point.
No. I'm giving my point to Jasper because Jasper was the most complete wrestler in this whole thing. That's why Jasper Troy gets the vote.
Jasper, you know I've been a big fan of yours. I've voted for you on many occasions through this integrity of the game. Based on today, my vote goes to Shiloh. Chris, you would have been my second choice. And Jasper, you'd have been my third. I hope you appreciate that honesty because I've supported you the whole time.
Integrity of the game.
Integrity of the game,
Wow.
exactly.
Wow, wow.
I'm basing it on the matches that I just watched.
Wow.
And the fact that you could even throw that bull out there. I'm talking about who
the person
won.
you put on
I'm
television.
talking about
the person,
who
the match,
won
the match you put on
point
today
for
is
today's
Shiloh.
performance. Shiloh won today.
I have no idea what Booker was watching because that by far was the best match of the four. It wasn't even close.
Mickey James, please get some order
It is hot in
this
here.
court.
I am overwhelmed. I don't think it was y'all's best performance. Do you think it was the best match you've had?
I could only do so much. I'm just being honest.
I just want to make sure I understood what you said. I can only do so much by what I was given.
I respect this business enough to be honest with the people that step into the ring with me.
That type of honesty should be shared with him face to face behind closed doors.
You asked him a question.
No, Book. If anybody is going to bury him, and he deserves to be buried from day one because he sucks, it's us, not you.
Mickey James, your vote, please.
I'm gonna go with my guy. Chris, you get my vote. I want you to know that I see you, and you did a hell of a job.
Bubba Ray, can you reel this in for us, please? What? Oh boy. Bubba Ray, can you reel this in for us, please? Oh boy.
I'm standing in front of you because I know how bad you want it. You want this more than anybody else here.
Most definitely.
I understand that. But you, unfortunately, were not in the ring with somebody who could bring the best out of you. I wanted to give my vote to Jasper, but I couldn't because Jasper had to work with a guy that did not compliment him as well. Their match was not nearly as good as Chris Island and Shiloh Hill. You've had your issues in the past. I think you've grown from them. I think you're doing really, really well. Continue on that path. You've impressed me from day one. You took that shoulder tackle in the corner, and the way you bounced out of the corner and you sold it all the way across the ring, and you used that whole ring to show that one little moment in time. You got my vote.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Shiloh. You are the standout for the men in the semifinals.
The day's points have been awarded, and next week, one of these legendary coaches will be presented their very first LFG championship. But first, it's time to see which future greats will be moving on to the finals to compete for an NXT contract.
For some of you, a chapter may close, and you determine whether another one opens. So inevitably, legends, it comes down to you. Who stays and who goes.
Danny, Tyra May, please step forward.
Booker T, what do you say?
Danny goes home.
All right, Take. What say you?
You two haunted me all season long.
Danny goes home.
You ladies are so amazing. Or you really are. If I'm gonna base it on who I would want on my television screen tomorrow and who I think is the most ready, I'd send you home, Tyra. Because you're an Olympic gold medalist, and I wouldn't want you on my television until you're ready to be champion. And right now, you're not ready to be a champion.
Sorry, Danny. You go home.
Thank you. Congratulations. Good job. You freaking killed it from day one. You know that, right? Yes. I just want to say thank you to all the legends. I've learned so much in such a short period of time, and I'm so grateful. This is the beginning for me, and that's all it is for me. So you'll be seeing a lot more. Thank you. I'm not going anywhere. I will be here for a long time because I know I'm one of one. And whatever I have to do, I will do it.
Please step forward, BJ Ray and Jasper Troy.
All right. It's now time for the men. Booker is going home.
Why are you drawing this out?
Just BJ, your ass going home.
Obviously, riding Booker, glaze Jasper up, and, you know, tries to steer ways and directions and thoughts. Kind of like a commentary team trying to steer the fight in Jasper's direction. When in all reality, he didn't recognize any of my attributes because he's blinded by his personal bias.
When you get out of your own way, you can have a very, very bright future in this business. But you should use this as motivation. BJ, you're going home.
Personally, I didn't really care what any of them had to say. This whole time, I haven't really cared, to be honest. Like, if anyone paid attention, they all know who the star of the show was and who puts the ass in seats.
Throughout the season, you've probably been the most talked about, but you still got a lot to learn. Jasper is the most ready to go, so I'm gonna have to send you home.
All righty, Bubba. Kind of maybe moot at this point, but obviously one of your team members, so.
I could have been the deciding factor. My 3 fellow legends have decided to tell BJ that he's going home. And I say that with a big old grin on my face. The same grin that you've been grinning since day one, BJ. Best of luck in your future endeavors. You go home.
Just want to say some things to the legends real quick. First, Mickey, thank you so much for everything. Taker, you've been the only one that's come up to me off camera several times and asked me about my shoulder and how it's doing. So that meant a lot. Booker, yeah, man. I think sometimes you're blinded by your personal bias. Bubba, I think you are the worst coach of all time. And if you ever touch me again, I will absolutely end you so fast. Thank you, Sean, for everything. I can't wait to make you a lot of money, and I'm gonna be a greater superstar than you have ever
Peace
seen.
out, brother.
Yeah.
Be good.
Yeah.
OC for life. Yeah.
I made you relevant again, Bubba. They weren't even talking about you. They weren't even talking about you. I made you relevant again, you old fossil.
You go get him,
you fossil.
Go get him, baby. Go get him.
Fossil, bruh.
Bubba, you know, he's just a miserable old man. He's a depressed old man. He hates to see a young buck like me thriving.
If you're gonna talk in this business, if you're gonna run your mouth, you better be able to back it up. BJ Ray can't back it up.
Ladies, please step forward, Panina and Xena.
Ladies, great job. You should be standing in front of us. Xena, you have earned every right to move forward. So I choose you to stay.
P. Nasty, you have come out of your shell. You have so much personality. I'm just like blown away. But Xena, you have busted your ass and you've blown me away also. You are far more advanced than you should be at this level in the game. So I'm gonna have to say, Xena, you can stay. Sorry, Panina.
Panina, you have no idea how big a fan I am of yours, and the sky is the limit for you. Xena, at the start of this thing, I just look at Bubba and like, what on earth is she doing here? You proved why. Xena, congratulations. You've earned this trip to the finals.
I mean, we already got 3 votes, but like was said earlier, just let this fuel you. Maybe going home, but you're gonna be around for a very, very long time. Xena, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Fafatai Lava. So many thanks. I got to work with 4 amazing legends, and I hope to make all 4 of you guys proud. Thank you guys so much. There's really no losing for me. because I already come from nothing. I already had nothing walking into this building. So to me, it's a win.
Gentlemen, Shiloh, Chris, please step forward.
Chris, you have impressed down the stretch. But Shiloh, you've been impressing me from day one. So, Shiloh, you stay.
Y'all's story has run the whole season of LFG, and I envision you two working 5 years down the road. But this is going to be a rivalry for the ages, I think. Shiloh, I think of all the people here, you have the most layers to your personality, and for that, Shiloh, you'll be staying.
This is really difficult for me because I'm a big fan of you both. I have to make the right business decision though here as far as who's the most ready, which doesn't do me any favors because that just pretty much puts me out this competition. But it looks like you and I are going home. We'll do it together.
I mean, Chris, you know I like you. You know that, right? You got a hell of a future. I think you did a great job, but Shiloh, you got something. In saying that, you move on. You move on. Chris, like I said, you may be going home, but this is just the beginning.
Thank you, guys. Seriously. Mickey, I want to thank you for just putting your arms around me and believing in me, because that's all I've ever needed since I was a kid, and not a lot of people know that. So I appreciate it. And like I promised this company when I first got here, I will be one of the greatest champions that they've ever seen. That is a promise, and I'm going to keep it. My dog, man. Chris Highland isn't done believing in himself. He isn't done working, and he isn't done climbing towards what he said. I said I would be the greatest champion this company has ever seen, and I'm gonna make sure it happens.
All right, legends and future greats. Here we are, down to 2 matches. The finals are set at the #1 media capital of the world, New York City. The theater at Madison Square Garden. You all will have the opportunity to put your working shoes on and go out there and show the world who you are. Congratulations.
Next time on LFG.
Talk to him. Let's go.
Tonight, here at the historic theater of Madison Square Garden, 1 man and 1 woman will walk away as a new member of the NXT roster.
The person that's going to receive an NXT contract is